Yay. Share my screen. Oh my gosh. All right. Jay, take it away.
Thanks, E. Love this first slide. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Janele, and I have been doing Isagenix for going on 11 plus years, which is amazing. I am obsessed with the products, and the past 3 years I've been building my business. I've been in and out of living in the US, and I've been living in Phoenix for the past year and a half. So it's been a wonderful journey. Erica and I have been building the Fit for Life movement together, and we are just so happy that you're here, because that means that somebody wanted you to take a look at what we're up to with Isagenix, and has also aligned themselves with this beautiful, wonderful, integrity-filled, life-changing company. And we are so excited to share with you a little bit about the products tonight, as well as the financial opportunity with this company. So thank you for being here. I hope you have something to sip on. If you don't, feel free to grab something, cozy up, grab a blanket, and we will get started. So just a little bit about our integrity. We are all on our own journey with Isagenix. This just kind of explains like our earning disclaimer. It's a significant amount of time, effort, and it's not going to be the same for everybody. The weight loss disclaimer as well, safety, and just information on general purposes. If you'd like to read that, go ahead and screenshot it, but it's there for you. Okay, so Timeout Tuesday. We love starting off this whole night just by asking people, are you living your ideal life? Are you in a place where you feel like you're able to share the gifts that God put inside of you and really pour into people? And are you able to do that with what you're currently doing today? And I think it's just important to ponder that as we share tonight, and just be open to the idea of something different. If the answer is no. If the answer is yes, that's amazing too. But what's so cool about this business is even if you are personally aligned with what you're doing, there's so many people around you who may not be. So this is a really cool thing to share, to shine into other people's lives that may not be feeling that way right now. So, okay, this slide has never been more important. I feel like in this current state that we're in, we've all just, the tables have turned, I would say. That's kind of the best way that I've been able to express it, just as I've been absorbing what has been happening and processing everything. Times are absolutely changing. Even before this whole COVID-19 thing broke out, things were already shifting. There's been a huge economic shift in the series of about 2 weeks. And people have been losing jobs, from traditional jobs to even some of the jobs that are listed on this page. There are Uber drivers who are no longer able to create an income because nobody's taking rides right now. So even people who are shifting into these types of jobs are now left unemployed. There has been an increase in traditional small businesses being shut down, even in the last 3 or 4 days, in order to protect our nation, because they can't be performing anymore. The stock market has been dropping in places and rising in others. And I'd say this is more targeted to, our calls are more targeted to millennials. But if you're not a millennial, that doesn't mean that this doesn't apply to you. But let's talk about what's going on for millennials. There's 30% of adults right now have no emergency fund. We've only experienced an upward trend for us as millennials, since I think the last time the stock market crashed, 2008. That's more than 10 years ago. A lot of us were in high school, so it didn't really affect us. And ever since then, the economy has been in an upward, an upward pace. So it's really way more powerful for us, and, not in the most positive way that we're experiencing right now. So what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of financial strain in the past 2 weeks with things changing dramatically. There's already a massive epidemic of student loan crisis, not being able to buy homes because people have to put the money that they would allocate towards a mortgage payment into paying off that student loan. The homes are inflating faster than our paychecks are. So a few stats that I've gathered are 1 in 4 people making over 150K are living paycheck to paycheck. In the past 2 generations, only 30%, the past 2 generations of millennials, only 30 7% of us own our homes. So a lot of us are feeling that strain, and now more than ever, I think it's just time, it's wise to identify what is happening. So we can go to the next slide. So you can ask yourself, in a time of crisis, in a time of changing economic waves, are you positioned to win? Is there a stream of income that you can rely on based in something else other than a job that isn't promised? And I think that really leads into the next slide of why network marketing. And there's so many great things about network marketing. There's time flexibility. There's the ability to work from anywhere. I know our team has been dialed in and plugged in at home this past week, and it has been amazing. There's incredible training and support. In most network marketing companies, it's a positive culture. People are in a team environment. There's an opportunity to change. There's no caps on earning potential. And then why Isagenix? And this company has really blown me away the past 2 weeks. You know, just before this happened, some awesome things about Isagenix, just as a whole company, are over 300 people have earned $1 million or more. We have been growing for 17 years and done over $6 billion in total sales. We're privately held, we're responsibly run with no operational debt, and we've impacted millions of lives. And we have had people, you know, and you could say, why Fit Free Life movement? And we have had people make from $50 a week to $1,500 a week over the course of the last month, with all of what I just previously spoke on still happening. And I wanted to share a little bit about why Isagenix and some updates from Travis Ogden that he shared earlier in a Facebook business live page. And he was saying, you know, why Isagenix? So Kathy Coover actually shared this with Erica earlier, and we are up 8% company-wide, even amidst everything that has been going on. That is incredible. Millennials, oops, that was the different stat. Sorry, let's see. Travis shared that ISIS shipping is fine. We are absolutely doing wonderful. Even with the increase of 8%, our inventory, our factories, everything that is in process mode is still functioning. The way that we get paid is able to be accomplished from a remote setting. So we'll never have to worry about, like, if contingency plans change the operation in any way, they can still disperse payment being able to work remotely. So that is incredible. We have confirmation from our suppliers, our deliverers, and our warehouses that we are classified as essential. So we are able to conduct business as well as our suppliers. So we don't have to worry about, you know, reaching out to people and sharing Isagenix and wondering, you know, are they going to be able to get it? Because we have heard from corporate today that everything is amazing and we are rock solid. So that is incredible. 80% of our corporate employees at Isagenix are working from home, and there's no concerns there. So we want to continue bringing people on board, leveraging Isagenix to meet their needs, and just really give people hope in a dark time. I don't think it's a negative thing to identify that people are, you know, really going through it. And I would never want to, you know, paint the picture that we are insensitive to that. I think it's the opposite of that. We are more sensitive than ever of what really is happening in the world. So we can go to the next slide. So we love just asking this question, just kind of throwing in some open-ended questions to keep you guys thinking and really open you up to, what if you felt fulfilled? Are you open to new opportunities? I remember when I graduated from college, 2014, I had moved down to San Diego, and Ehlo messaged me and was like, you've got to take a look at what we're doing with Isagenix. And I was like, I trust you. I know that you are always doing really fun things. And I love your family. I've been super close with them since I was little. And I was just at that point, like, I was open. I had no idea what I was doing. I still remember, like, my conceptualization of network marketing. It was really funny. Like, it's changed so much the more that I've learned about what it really is. But just, are you open? And I think that's important to ask people too when you're sharing, is just saying, like, you know, are you open to taking a look at what I'm up to? Are you open to ordering your groceries different? Are you open to a second stream of income, third stream of income? Because most millionaires have, I think, an average of 7 streams of income. So super powerful. So let's just take a look at today's trends. So over 71% of adults in North America are considered overweight. So there's a weight loss industry equivalent to $200 billion. The fitness industry is worth over $83 billion from gyms alone. The global anti-aging market, which we've all seen a dramatic shift in, is expected to reach $331.41 billion by 2021, which is next year. So imagine a business that converges all three of these and provides solutions and targeted, amazing solutions for all of these. So Isagenix has a holistic approach. Our vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. I love that mission statement because it's all about vision. It's all about impact. It's about setting people free from not just one type of bondage, not just physical bondage or financial bondage, but both. And I think the two of those together is like the ultimate life. And so it's a vehicle that you can use to really make any of your dreams come true. And so if you don't have your health, what do you have? Even if you have financial freedom, what does that truly bring you? And so I think to have both together is just a perfect storm. So let's share a little bit about Isagenix on the right-hand side. We were established in 2002. I kind of covered this a bit, but we're family owned and operated. Our world headquarters is in Gilbert, Arizona, right in our backyard. And we are in 14 countries. Even I think the most extreme lockdown right now would probably be in the UK. And Travis Ogden addressed today that they are still functioning fully. UK is able to order and ship and build. And so that's just incredible that all across the world, we're still able to, be considered essential and to conduct business and to leverage Isagenix to meet people's needs. And so then it just kind of says our reach and our vision statement again. So we can go to the next slide. So what is Isagenix and how does that apply to you, quarantined at home right now, hopping on this call, wanting to take a look at what we are really up to. And I think the best way we can describe it is a sophisticated side hustle. And why is it so incredible is because you're location independent. In a time where there is state of emergency, shelter in your home, I mean, you can literally, and only way you can do this business is from wherever you are. So you never have to go into an office. You never have to clock into a work schedule. There's no cap on your earning potential. Fit Free Life and all of Isagenix, but specifically Fit Free Life, has incredible mentorship. We have our leader, Erica Ehlo, and Janele Ehlo are some of the most incredible top income earning leaders in this company. And they are committed, and they are committed to every single person that comes into their organization. So there's no other team that I'd rather be on or be under mentorship. And that's just speaking from the heart, is being a part of this movement is life-changing, and we would love for you to be a part of it in any way. So there's low startup costs for business. I think, when we have in-person events, we're able to go around and ask people what did it take for you to start a business that you've started? And we'll receive numbers anywhere from $15,000 to $500,000 to start up their business, to pay to start a business. And with Isagenix, you eat your overhead. You buy your products, and that opens up your business center. You help two people, one on your left, one on your right, and you've got a business center. So it's a low risk, it's a high reward, it's a level playing field for all, and residual income will change your life. So let's see, today's challenges. Okay. On top of everything else that's going on, protecting your immune system and really fueling and taking care of your body shouldn't be a challenge. But I just kind of wanted to address that, because with our products, we can really, that's just kind of one maybe we could add with what's going on. But the rest of these are still relevant and are still happening despite everything else that's happening across our country and our world. So environmental toxicity. I was on a walk yesterday, and this huge truck guzzled past me, and I saw the black smoke, and I immediately tucked my head, and I still got that nasty toxic taste, and I was like, oh, I totally just got toxinated. if that's what if that's what you would call it. And it's inevitable that we will consume and digest and receive toxins into our system from whether it's the crops that we're eating. You know, our foods are sprayed with herbicides and pesticides. Even if it's organic, they're still getting sprayed. It's just less than normal crops. It's the only difference. You know, we ingest 7 pounds of lotion a year. So what's in your lotion? What's in your makeup products? What's in your hair products that you're putting on? Just think of all the ways that toxins can enter your body, not in a way to scare you, but just in an awareness of they are going into your body, and what can you do to address the toxins? We have nutritionally depleted food. You know, our crops have changed dramatically over the past 50 years, I would say. UCLA did a study, and they measured 1 bowl of spinach, and it was back in the 60s. I do not know what it is. I always forget the dates on this story. But they did a study, and they measured 1 bowl of spinach. And then 40 years later, in the 90s, they remeasured the nutritional value of 1 bowl of spinach. And in order to get what we would need to get our greens and to get our iron and to get all the things that we would need to get from that, it would require 42 bowls. So it just shows that, you know, we can eat clean, we can eat organic, but our food just isn't holding the same weight that it once did. So what can we do to get the nutrients, to get the food, to get the amino acids, to get the trace minerals? What can we do to give our bodies what it needs? There's a global health epidemic of, you know, synthetic drugs to conquer disease. And, you know, people are kind of turning to short-term Band-Aids. And when it comes to health, instead of really addressing the root and really taking care of our bodies long-term. Stress is probably one of the most detrimental things to our immune system. Also sugar, but stress and sugar really are the 2 key factors when it comes to a weakened immune system. And so what's weird about stress is you don't always realize that your body is experiencing it because you can't see it. Same with toxins. You just can't see it. And so you may think like, no, I do pretty well with stress, but we live in a world of technology and fast pace and people, you know, just moving a million miles an hour, the speed of light, and our body is internally struggling with stress and it's wearing on us. So what can we do to support our bodies internally and externally? And then finances. I think this just goes back to kind of what I touched on earlier with things can change in a blink of an eye. And I mean, already there is financial stress across the board. 1 in 4 people making over 150K are living paycheck to paycheck. In my head, 150K, that's great. Like I can survive off of that and do well. But when you talk about living with someone and having a family, that doesn't go very far. And $500 a month can save like 50% of marriages. So people are looking for ways to make money specifically online. And there is no better company to align with than a company that can provide solutions for financial stress and for wellness stress. So that's just a little bit of a recap of today's challenges.
Thank you so much, Jay. Yes. Oh my gosh. You guys, she absolutely crushed it. I am so grateful to be on and to be able to speak with you guys. Like it's so good to see your faces. I have been missing like my people to people interaction. And here in San Diego and California, we're on like full stay at home kind of quarantine mode. So no big gatherings, and it all makes sense, right? Like there's a lot happening in the world. And that's why, like I said, I'm just so grateful to be on and to be able to share this space with you. Thank you for joining us. If you're brand new to Isagenix and have like no idea what you're doing here, but you're curious and you've seen what we've been up to, Janele did an incredible job addressing, you know, today's times, addressing network marketing in our industry, addressing like Isagenix and what we've got a hold of, and talking about today's trends. So trends that are in, the anti-aging industry, trends that are in the fitness industry, and when it comes to like our global health epidemic with, weight loss, right? And obesity. It's a big issue, and people are struggling with that. And people are struggling with a lot more than just these challenges that are right here on your screen. Janele did an amazing job, like discussing, what's going on. Like environmental toxicity and immunity to me are something that are so important to be talking about right now. Just because I know that you guys are aware of what's going on with COVID-19. It is affecting everybody in the world. It's affecting everybody in the world when it comes to a health standpoint. And it's affecting everyone when it comes to like career-wise, business-wise, financial-wise, like it's kind of shaking things up. And that is why I kind of want to dive into, obviously, like I said, today's trends, today's challenges, and Steph is going to touch on a little bit more on that later. But I'm going to talk to you about Isagenix solutions and why we are so freaking grateful in this day and age to have this company. So Janele shared some amazing things from Travis Ogden and some numbers. I actually spoke with Kathy Cooper today on the phone. She called my mom when we were on the phone, and I was able to jump on and check in with her. She's so sweet. She was checking in on her leaders and just doing the do of what we're all doing, connecting and seeing how everyone's doing. And it really does matter. And I think what is really important to think about right now is our Isagenix solutions are something that everybody needs. Every single one of these, okay? So here you see on this slide are pillars of health, and they really excite me. I mean, like, there's a lot going on, but I'm still so excited and so fired up about what we have a hold of with Isagenix. When it comes to our weight wellness, we don't just focus on being a weight loss company. Isagenix is not a diet. Like, we are focused on helping people when it comes to managing their weight. I didn't have a ton of weight to lose, you guys, when I started Isagenix. I was really more looking on the side of inflammation and cleaning out my body and really fueling up. And I actually lost and released about 6 to 7 pounds, but I added on 2 pounds of muscle. And that's a big deal. Muscle weighs more than fat. So I really don't look at the scales. I think weight wellness is a beautiful thing to focus on, and our shakes, our products really do address those issues that people struggle with. Performance line, top notch, killer. I mean, our amped products are amazing. We have top Olympic athletes that use our products. We have professional athletes that use our products, bodybuilders. We've got a team Isagenix that is like all people in the fitness world. So it's really sweet. I love our performance line. It really does make a difference when it comes to your athletics, your workouts, when it comes to, moving your body. Vitality and well-being, super important these days. Oh my gosh, we've got immunity boosters, heart boosters, we've got greens, we've got snacks and bars and just like everyday life stuff that is important. And also, instead of like going and stocking up your pantry with canned food that is just so gross and sits there, you can stock up on some really yummy bars or some whey thins, and I'll talk about our targeted solutions in a little bit. Personal care and beauty, huge. Janele touched on this with toxicity, with everything going on. It is really nice to know like what I'm putting on my skin, on my face is quality and just so pure. Financial wellness, what a big deal right now. I know so many people who have been affected by this, job-wise, career-wise, not knowing where their next paycheck is coming from. It is super scary. People are tense. I feel it out there. The energy shifting. And that's okay. We can stand strong and firm in knowing that Isagenix has a solution, and all we have to do is help people get healthy and eat the food for free. It is amazing. Those are Isagenix solutions, you guys, and I'm just going to dive in. I did take a couple of notes. If I'm looking down, it's because I don't want to miss anything that I want to share. But I'm going to go over like our 5 core products that really make Isagenix like such a foundation for health and wellness. Starting it off is our Cleanse for Life, and you guys, if you love cleansing now, if you are in Isagenix and you cleanse, please drop in the chat like what you love about cleanse days and how you feel after. You like back in the day when I heard of cleansing, I was like, I don't want to cleanse. What does cleansing mean? I don't even know why I need to cleanse. And you guys, it really is. I just like to look at it as an oil change for the body, right? An oil change on your insides. We take our cars in to get them, cleaned out, making sure everything is flowing. And our Cleanse for Life is incredible. It's a synergistic blend of botanicals, natural cleansing herbs. It really does help support your body's natural detoxification process. So it eliminates stubborn fat. You guys, if you do intermittent fasting or Cleanse for Life, we've been doing this since 2002. Like we're like the OGs of intermittent fasting. It is incredible. You can do AM PM cleansing. You can do a 24-hour, cleanse, or you can do a 48-hour cleanse, and you have 80% more fat burning on a 48-hour cleanse. So our cleanse really does help in so many ways. For me, I use it for inflammation. I use it to get the toxicity out of my body, and I love to AM PM cleanse just a couple times a week, a couple times a month. I deep cleanse as well. I mean, it really is just fitting it into your lifestyle. Like I said, you take care of your cars, like you need to take care of your body too. And this helps address a ton of those toxicity issues. The next thing that I'm going to talk about, which I love so much, is our Isagenix shake. You guys, it is a perfectly balanced meal replacement. And so I think what is so cool about our shakes, oh my gosh, there's so many things I could talk about with our shakes, but we have maximum nutrition and minimal calories. And there's a million ways to make them. We've got a dairy-free, plant-based line that is phenomenal. We have whey sourced from New Zealand. So our protein is super clean, high quality, no compromise. They whip up in about 30 seconds, takes a minute to make, and they taste delicious. You stay full for hours. I love our shakes. They have been such a staple in my life. They've replaced my breakfast. I love to break my fast and just fill up with these delicious shakes. So drop in the chat if you love your shake and what your favorite shake is, because I always love to hear what people are up to with their recipes. And I know that sharing the love is super important too. So jump on there. I can't see the chat right now because I'm doing the slides, but I want to check it later. That's why I ask. Love you guys. Ionic Supreme, you guys, oh my gosh. Janele really described this on our last call so beautifully, and I love that she talked about it in this way. We love to look at this as like our trifecta, right? Like they are, the three core products, but a lot of times, you kind of overlook Ionics maybe in the beginning because you're so focused on your cleanse days and your shake days and really getting used to this system. And I feel like Avi will share this a little bit later about her experience with Ionic Supreme, but it is our just nutrient-rich tonic. You can use it a million different ways. You can add it to your shakes. You can drink it as a tea. I like to refer to it as my liquid gold. It is literally the glue that just really combines all three of these things to work synergistically together. And on top of that, you guys, all that stress that we were talking about, all of these stress things that are happening now, like I have stress, I have questions, I don't know answers to things, like everybody's experiencing it. You may not know what's going on like the inside. You may be okay on the outside. Some of us show it better than others, right? But this helps combat stress within the body. So our Ionic Supreme is really important. On to the next is our complete essentials. So our vitamins, you guys, they are a very, very valuable product. I love them. I have noticed such a difference when I am on those vitamins and I consistently take them. They are so convenient. They come in an AM and PM pack. You literally get $550 worth of organic food. So if I were to go to the grocery store and drop $550 on food of every little ingredient that's in these vitamin packs, I mean, it's just like mind blowing. And then they also have Isagenix, which I'm going to talk about in just one second. But our vitamins really just help fill the nutritional gaps that our food is missing as well. So that's why you feel really good. I noticed a difference with my skin. I've noticed a difference with my hair growth. You guys, I have a huge hair story when it comes to using these vitamins. I've shared it before, but it is total body support. And then the last one is our Isagenesis. So you guys, the science behind this product won the Nobel Peace Prize. So it is a genius what they are doing to help neutralize free radicals in our body and what this product does to help fight cell aging. So everybody has DNA, and at the end of your DNA, it's called telomeres, right? So these two little strands, they look like shoelaces. And as we age, these shoelaces fray. And as we age, they keep going and keep going and keep going. And what this product is designed to do is slow that aging process. It's like Botox in a bottle, baby. And it is incredible. If you haven't tried it, you've got to get on it. And if you're brand new, you're going to be super, super excited about it. So you guys, this in just kind of like a snapshot is our main 5, like I said, core products that really do make such a difference when it comes to, you know, getting started on your Isagenix journey, continuing your Isagenix journey. But now I'm going to dive into our targeted solutions. So it's not just shakes, cleanse, and like adaptogens, even though I could live on that all day. Go watch my story. I talked about it in my box unveiling. Like those products I order every single month. Our targeted solutions though, you guys, I want to hear in the chat, like out of this picture, what is your absolute favorite product that you cannot live without? Seriously, this is tough because you can see in the top left corner, we've got our green tea, craving curbing Delight chocolates. The peanut butter ones are delicious. I'm obsessed with these Delights. Bia could go on and on about it. I've been sipping on it since I started this call. It's so good. You guys, we do have our Kids shake. Something that I wrote down that I kind of wanted to, I skipped over, but Eric Hoover, so he is Kathy and Jim's son, and he is also a part of Isagenix corporately in the company. He's incredible. He's our vision caster, and he just wrote on, it was our 18th birthday really recently. So happy birthday, Isagenix. Super, super excited about that. But he just told everybody that we donated $3 million in healthy meals to kids. There's so many schools that have been shut down and kids that have been depending on meals and families as well. And Isagenix is constantly contributing and giving back via the ISA Foundation. And we've worked with Make-A-Wish before, but got to get back on track. Targeted solutions, snacks like I talked about. You've got our Amped Hydrate. We've got collagen bone broth, really good for immunity right now, really good to just, oh my gosh, sip on in the afternoon. I love that stuff. It has helped clear my skin too. We've got our Isabiome, so gut health, really important. Your gut is your second brain. So if your gut is off, like most likely something else is off in your life. And if you want more information, reach out to any of us Fit Free Life leaders, you guys. I would love to direct you and show you and like all these things. Isagenix is my life and I use all of this. So really cool targeted solutions, so many options, so many ways to have fun and play with this every single month. Our Isagenix solutions, you guys, are backed by scientific research. So an 8-week study was done against the traditional like heart healthy diet. So if you were to go into the doctor, you're overweight, you need to lose some weight, this is what he would recommend you get started on, the heart healthy diet. So they did a comparison. All of our studies are like third-party clinical studies, which is so cool, done by colleges. So I think this was, I believe, Skidmore, but with Isagenix versus the heart healthy diet, 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss, and twice as much visceral fat loss. So for those of you that don't know visceral fat, it is super, super scary. Visceral fat is the fat that goes around your organs. So when you see people that look like they have a Santa Claus belly, like that is not just like bloat and inflammation. They actually have a ton of visceral fat that is surrounding the organs, pinching, squeezing. If you're in our groups, you've definitely seen pictures of what that looks like, and it's extremely dangerous to your health. So it's very serious, and Isagenix has literally helped people so much with that. Let's talk about results. Oh my gosh. So results you can't get anywhere else, right, you guys? I think that this picture is pretty cool. When it comes to long-term wellness and when it comes to, looking at these types of results, these people, like this takes work. They did not just like take Isagenix and wake up and roll out of bed and like look this way. They worked really, really hard to get here. And people, you know, have different goals. And I think that that's what's so cool about Isagenix is you can have any type of transformation that you want. I know some of the people on this slide, if you check out this guy right here, he just won our IsaBody challenge globally. He won $50,000 cash, like freaking rock star. So awesome. That's our 16-week challenge, but really, really cool to see some physical transformations and what Isagenix can do for every body type. But what I love to talk about and what I love to really focus on when I'm sharing Isagenix with people and when my friends and family and new people come into my life and get started, you guys, results you can't get anywhere else. These are our non-scale victories. So when people are telling me that their clothes are fitting better and that their skin is glowing and that maybe they have increased energy or better sleep or they're not reaching for the bags of chips or, you know, making nachos in the afternoon. That's what I used to do at Yelp. I would literally go and make, like, we had chips and cheese and I would make nachos in the afternoon because I was falling asleep at my desk like 3 p.m. It was horrible. Like now I have this and I'm like wired and I'm so excited. Like life is different when you feel better. So our non-scale victories are a big deal. You've improved workouts, endurance, and more than anything, inches lost. I feel like a lot of people see that more than they see the scale move. That's why I said, don't focus on the scale moving, focus on how you feel, because that's where the confidence comes from. That's where you shine from the inside out. Like that's where you really learn to love yourself instead of, you know, always focusing on the way the mirror looks or the way the scale moves. But you guys, okay, I'm so excited to bring up for our story sharing. So our Fit Free Life Spotlight tonight is Avi, and I am going to have her unmute and come on, but I'll give you guys just a brief little bio on her. She is a lifestyle blogger in Arizona, and she hosts a love podcast with Love, and she is so cute. She just got certified in spin, I believe. Avi, you can correct me if I'm wrong on any of this stuff, but she's absolutely adorable. I cannot wait for you guys to hear from her. She loves her Isagenix. She just got started with us, and we are just so excited that she's a part of the Fit Free Life movement. So Avi, if you could jump on and just share a little bit about how you felt before Isagenix and how you feel now and like what you love about it.
Well, this is my story. I always been like a small, tiny girl. So losing weight has never been like my goal, but I always have like a belly, like I was always bloated. And I was like, it doesn't matter how much work do I do, workouts, that belly is still there. And the reason is because my nutrition was very bad. I don't cook. I don't know how to cook yet. I eat very bad, a lot of sugar, a lot of coffee. I always have sleeping problems, and I am a very anxious person. So last year in May is when Janele made me to go to one of your talks, girls, and I fell in love with what you guys say, but I didn't jump on Isagenix like right away until you guys told me like you should try the shakes, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. I was those people that was very close-minded, but I was like, okay, you know what, just be open and do it. And I tried the shakes, I tried the cleanse, and it changed my world. Not only I hate doing groceries. I hate going to the market because I spend a lot of money and it's only me. And at the end, my food is like gets wasted. So with the shakes, I'm saving money, I'm eating better. And suddenly that belly that for years I tried to get like be gone, it was there, it was gone. And I didn't need to have my 3 cups of coffee that I used to get. I was like, oh my God, what's going on with this? Like, I can't believe it. It will be. I remember I sent a text to my friend Shayla. I wish she was here. Sorry for my words. I just did my biggest shit ever. Like, I text her and I was like, I can't believe it. Like, this just happened. Because all my life, I have problems about going to the bathroom. Like, my mom has a lot of stories that even when I was 10, like, I couldn't go. And since doing the shakes, the cleanse, I got the it's a flush. I got a natural accelerator. It changed my way to go to the bathroom. It changed my inches. All those problems that I had before, it's just like they were gone. But I'm not saying that this happened like right away. It took time and dedication and it was not like, I was so not like open about it until I opened myself and tried everything and see the results. And I start telling my family, like, oh my God, like, guys, this just happened. And my aunt and my uncle, they were having like overweight, and they were always tired. But my aunt she's a teacher, like a high school teacher. My uncle, he went back to college to finish his degree. So he doesn't have time for meals, or like he doesn't have energy to study. So I told them about it. And guys, let's do like an 11-day challenge together. We did it as a family. And literally day 2, my aunt and my uncle, they text me on a group chat, we feel better. And my uncle, in 1 week doing the challenge, he lost like 10 pounds. And they felt better. My aunt was like, oh my God, I'm losing weight. She was like kind of sad because he was losing so much weight as my uncle, but I told her, like, my uncle is a man. That's why he's losing more, but you're still losing it. And in the end, my aunt also, she suffered for gastritis. So she has her medicine because as us Mexicans, we eat a lot of spicy food. And she texted me like, you know what? I haven't got my medicine for my gastritis because since I started doing Isagenix, my tummy's better. I'm not getting like the burn anymore. So it's like, I'm so happy for them because they are on their mid-50s and they are seeing all these changes in their bodies, especially my uncle going back to college. Like his energy is up, and both of them are so happy. And then Erica, she posted a picture of her dad, like her transformation. And I sent it to my uncle, and my uncle's like, oh my God, I need to do this.
No. So amazing, babe. Your story is so motivating and so inspiring. And I love, like, thank you for being real, and thank you for just being authentic, like, and saying, like, it does take some time, right? It takes some time. It takes some work. It takes opening up. It takes saying yes and just being like, I'm going to do it. Can you share, just before we turn it over to Steph, about your swing class?
Yes. So I haven't tried Ionics. Maybe I just tried like recently, maybe less than 1 month ago. My friend Shayla, she gave it a sample of Ionics, and she was like, I'll put it in your shake. And I was like, okay, we'll do it. I put it on my shake. This was like morning, and I was like, oh, this feels nice. But I think I didn't notice how nice my body was feeling until I went to cycling later on to my daily exercises, and I did my best cycling workout in my life. I was never tired during those 45 minutes. I was chilling like, oh, and then I noticed like I was going like fast. Like I had never done like better workout in my life. And I did it only with a shake and Ionics, like 1 scoop. And it's like,
that's amazing.
And I ordered it like right away. I was like, I need it.
Dude, thank you so much for sharing, Avi. You are so adorable. You guys check out her podcast, follow her on Instagram. We have shouted her out, and we are just so grateful to have you on this journey. So, Janele,
I'll put her Instagram handle in the chat.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so moving on. Steph, if you want to jump on, it is your turn to shine, girl. I'm so excited. We're going to keep it moving.
Hi, you guys. I'm so glad to be with you. Of course, it got super loud here for a second. Sorry, there's construction going on outside. But Jay, E, Avi, thank you guys so much for sharing your hearts tonight so far. It's just, I love hearing from everybody and just going through, this whole journey. You guys, I'm going to kind of dive into a little bit more of what our opportunity looks like for financial wellness. And Erica and Janelle both touched on this a little bit earlier on just like how how phenomenal having some sort of extra income can be for your family, for you as an individual, no matter where you are right now, especially during some of the times we're in right now. And I want to just point out, because I think everyone on this call or watching this recording can agree that referral marketing and word of mouth marketing is the #1 way to market anything these days, regardless of whether things are sold in stores or sold online, or it's a network marketing model. Regardless, the way that we sell today, or the way that we learn about new products and new services, is all by word of mouth. And we trust each other's opinions on what we use, and what we do throughout, you know, our world and our life. So if you can get paid for sharing something that you already love, doesn't that sound amazing? Doesn't that make sense? I mean, drop in the chat what you have shared this week so far with one of your friends or a family member. I mean, I know a lot of restaurants and places are closed for sit down, but maybe you said, hey, I had a really great experience with this place for some takeout, or there's a lot of like restaurants right now doing discounts on their takeout or curbside. So maybe you shared some of that with some friends and they went there to go get their food because they wanted to have a nice dinner out, right? But you don't get paid when you share and when other people buy from those stores or those restaurants or whatnot. But here at Isagenix, when you buy from Isagenix, you buy your groceries from here and you share, you actually do get paid. So that's kind of what we're going to dive into really quickly. And you can go ahead and go to the next slide. We're just going to talk about, first of all, some fast cash, because I know that everyone, whether you're on this call, watching this recording, whatever it may be, everyone is feeling the stress of where we're at right now, right? Maybe some of you have absolutely no idea where your next paycheck is coming from because you just lost your job, or at least it's on, you know, you're on leave for a few weeks and it's kind of obviously unpredictable, as we don't know what's going to be coming and what's happening. And I know these first couple of weeks we're kind of like feeling it out, trying to see what's going to happen. But whether it's now or whether it's in a week or two, I know that pretty much everybody across the board is gonna be feeling it and gonna be needing, hey, where am I gonna get a few $100s so I can pay this bill that's coming up next week? And this is what we're gonna talk about right now is, and I'm gonna dive into this in a minute, but like, this is a legitimate business. This is a long-term legitimate business where you can have long-term income. But the first thing we're going to dive into is your fast cash, because this is how we're going to get paid now, right? So you guys, first I want to explain what a PIB means. If you see on the top right, a PIB, which I'll be talking about in the next couple of slides, is a product introductory bonus. So that's basically the referral marketing model of just like, you introduce a product, someone buys it, and you get a referral bonus from that. Okay, that's what a PIB is. Here at Isagenix, you guys, we get paid daily, weekly, and monthly. That's insane. We have 10 different ways of getting paid, but to get paid daily, weekly, and monthly is so cool and such a blessing. And to receive product introductory bonuses, in order to receive a PIB, for all initial orders, they'll be over what we call 100 BV. BV is just a business volume. It's just points attached to each of the products. So 100 BV usually comes out to about 160 to 170 bucks. Okay, so that's 160, 170 bucks of your groceries that you're reallocating to Isagenix to have that 100 BV order, right? And we have free shipping on all orders over $300. But this week until the end of the month, until the 29th, we have free shipping on all orders over $150. So if you have a 100 BV order this month at all, this week as a new customer, you get free shipping, which is really cool. So I'm going to dive into this initial portion of our you share, they share model. And then, yeah, this is fun. Okay, so you share, they share. So I want you to see at the top, you guys, you see Erica, beautiful Erica right here at the top, and you see me and Janele. So I'm going to use us as our guinea pigs to kind of share what this looks like, you guys. When you first order with Isagenix, whether you're a customer or whether you want to build the business, I know there's some people who just want to eat for free, and that's really our first goal. All of my customers, I tell about the Eat for Free Club, okay? So if Erica's coming in, I say, Erica, let's get you your products. You want to feel better. You want to have more energy. And she puts in, you know, her order. And she grabs our $14 a day pack. Okay. And is super excited. And I say, okay, Erica, let's grab you 2 friends who want to do this with you. So she grabs me and Janele to do this with her, right? She's super excited. She wants to have a couple accountability partners, and she wants to eat for free. So when Erica jumps in, she grabs me, she grabs Janele, and we both come in on the same path that she did. She's gonna make a $50 PIB, referral bonus, right, for me ordering and for Janele ordering alongside with her. Now, if I order and Janele order in the same week, okay, so and our week in Isagenix is Monday through Sunday night. If we order in the same week, Isagenix is so generous. They say, hey, Erica, you did amazing by sharing with 2 of your friends, and they both ordered in the same week, so we're gonna double that bonus that we told you we're gonna give you. So now instead of $50 for the products I ordered and $50 for the products that Janele ordered, Erica now is gonna get $100 each, right? And when she finishes that you share part of our model, she becomes what's called a crystal consultant, and that crystal consultant bonus is another $100. So she just spent, you know, about $400 on her groceries for the month, and she just earned back $300. That's incredible. And so now we're gonna talk about the they share portion and why this is so, so powerful, you guys. So obviously Erica is basically eating for free now, and she's like, hey you guys, I just made most of the money back on my pack. I want you guys to do the same thing. Like, do you want to eat for free too? And I say, heck yeah. Janele says, heck yes, please show me, how do I do this? We grab 2 friends, okay? We each grab 2 accountability partners as well. I grab Katie and Jackie, and Janele grabs Shayla and Ashley, all right? And then we just have this huge, now amazing little group of accountability partners, and we're all getting healthy and having great energy together. And we all are able to make money back. So now I make my bonuses to make money back on my pack. Janele makes her bonuses. But here's what's really cool for Erica, okay? So she helped me find 2 and eat for free. She helped Janele find 2 and eat for free. So because she helped each of us, Isagenix gives Erica a $100 bonus for helping me and helping Janele, right? So now that's on top of the $300, that's $500. Now that puts Erica at a place in our company that's called Crystal Manager, because she completed the you share, they share portion of our compensation plan, okay? So when she's helped us share, she becomes Crystal Manager. The Crystal Manager bonus, when you do this within 60 days of starting, you make a $250 bonus. So now, and this literally can be done in a day, this can be done in a week, 2 weeks. It's really, you know, up to the person, up to the individual. Erica could have done this in a week or 2 and made a $750 back immediately, which means 1, her groceries were free, and 2, she has money to pay for her groceries next month too. How freaking cool is that? That is what our Eat for Free Club is, you guys. This is also the beginning of what our compensation plan looks like. All we do is you share, they share, and repeat. And a lot of that, so that's all the upfront cash you're gonna see, you guys. That has absolutely nothing to do with the actual residual income that comes in. And I wanna explain what this looks like, you guys. So there's linear income, which means linear income means that obviously it grows linear, but this is an exchange of time for money. So let's say you work in the service industry. Let's say you work at a hair salon, you're a hairstylist, okay? You only get paid when you go into the salon and you have a client, you do their hair, they pay you. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. If you don't have clients show up, you don't get paid. That is linear income. You're exchanging your time for money. Same thing with if you go in, if you're a bartender, or if you have a 9 to 5, you go in and exchanging, 8 to 10 hours a day of your time for money. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. Now residual income is kind of the opposite. Residual income is you do the work once and you get paid continuously over and over and over again. A great example for this, you guys, is musicians or actors. You know, they put in work for a specific movie. They put in work for their album, and they put in a lot of time and a lot of hours and a lot of work, but they do it one time. And then once that album's done, or once that movie is done, it keeps getting bought over and over and over and over again over the course of many years if it's really successful. And the people that are involved in that still make residual income. So they're making money while they sleep. Okay. This is the really cool part of residual income. But you guys, before learning about network marketing, if you wanted to think about how to create residual income, there's usually a huge barrier to entry. You have to have obviously an amazing talent if you want to be a musician or an actor, and you know those industries are really tough to break into at a very high level, right? Or you have to have a lot of capital to be able to have investments, invest in real estate, own big business, to have some sort of leveraged residual income that is coming in. And not all of us, the everyday Joe, can't go and do that, at least right away, right? Network marketing, what Janele was talking about earlier, allows the everyday ordinary person to actually be able to create something that grows with time and compounds. And it's all about working with a team, building a network, and leveraging all of each other's hours that we have in our days to build this amazing residual income. You guys, if I can only work 5 hours a week on my side hustle, my sophisticated side hustle with Isagenix, then I have 10 people on my team who also see the value in this model, and they all work 5 hours a week. That's now 50 hours a week that are being worked. If that grows and I have 100 people on my team all working 5 hours a week, because that's 500 hours a week. I could never do that on my own. And that means that, and we're all working together and benefiting from building that model. So that's how freaking awesome this is. And you guys, if you look down here, obviously on the residual side, you have that time freedom because you're making money while you sleep. You have the flexibility. You have no income caps whatsoever. You don't have any employees. There's no overhead. And what Janele said earlier, we eat our overhead. In order to have a business with Isagenix, you guys, it's $29 a year for tools and my groceries. That is it. That's freaking phenomenal. It's a level playing field for everybody. We all start with our little brown box, and we start with having an amazing product experience and just sharing that with people. I'm just gonna move on because I wanted to share another story, but I feel like I'm gonna go over time. So, all right, so this can be additional income, you guys, for really anybody. I always tell my friends, because I have people who tell me, hey, you know, I have 3 kids, I have 2 jobs, I have enough on my plate, like I can't do something else. And I honestly just tell people, the reason you're so busy is why you need to do this. And honestly, the busiest people are usually the most successful, because just by carving out 30 minutes a day, 60 minutes a day, you guys, this extra additional income could pay for things like daycare or car payments, braces, any unexpected, health bills or stuff that happens with your car that might come up, right? Student loan debt. We already touched on this earlier. Student loan debt is over 1.7 trillion. It's crazy. And I know that can be a burden for people. So what if this was just a few extra $100 a month that took care of kind of paying that student loan payment down a little bit more, right? Family vacations. Maybe you haven't gone on a family vacation in a while, and after this whole coronavirus thing is over, you're like, I'm out. I want to go travel. So put some money away, and you can do something like that. Any kind of splurges, travel. This is the in case money, you guys. I know Janele talked about this earlier. Most of America is living paycheck to paycheck, and that doesn't allow us for any of this in case money, any of that extra side fund that we might need for if an emergency were to happen, right? So this is going to help allow a lot of flexibility. We can go on to the next one. Thanks, Rob. All right, so you will get all you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. I really, really, truly love this, because this is honestly probably it's the essence of what we do here with Isagenix. You're in a business for yourself, but not by yourself. And if you can help serve enough people get what they want and what they need, you will be totally taken care of and fine. And I love that earlier we talked about fulfillment and what it would look like to wake up every day motivated and fulfilled and loving everything that you're doing and value that you're bringing. And you guys, stuff is cool. Having a nice place to live, obviously cool. And like money buys things. But at the end of the day, you guys, true fulfillment is losing yourself in the service to others. So when we serve and we help enough people get what they want, we will be taken care of and we'll have what we need. So where do we start? We went through all of this, you guys, the trends, the challenges, the solutions Isagenix has, a little bit diving into our business model and how that can be, some freedom for you. But where do we get started, right? We honestly meet the need, you guys. So whatever is going to fit within your budget and your needs right now is where we're going to start. I always love sharing the $20 a day pack because typically all of us are spending anywhere from $25 to $30 a day on food on average. So, and if you have a family, it's probably more than that. The $20 a day pack, you guys, is going to set you up for success with any of the goals that you have, because you're going to be able to have the whole system working together synergistically for you and your body. And you're really going to just start out nutritionally rebalancing your body in the best way. And then after those first 30 days, after we set you up successfully with one of these packs, you guys, then after that, you have your online store open and you can just grab and refill what you need, right? But again, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about what your goals are, we're gonna customize these packs and make sure that we're finding something that's best for your goals. But again, anything from $5 a day to $20 a day, we're gonna be able to set you up for success. So I would just get back to the person who invited you on this call and we'll dive a little bit deeper into what specifically is gonna help you and meet your goals.
For some reason it's stuck.
Okay, I was wondering, I was like, is it just me?
No, I'm like clicking it. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me just see if I can pull it back up.
No, you're good.
I guess that's it.
Remember where we're going to next?
It's just the end. It's the end of the slide. So I don't know what it's doing. It won't load.
Okay. I thought there was one more slide before the end, but that's totally fine. But yeah, you guys, I mean, so we'll just wrap up and I'll let the girls hop back in really quick just to kind of end things. But I just want to thank you again so much for taking a time out with us this Tuesday evening to chat with us and just hear about what we have going on right now and how we can just, I want to be able to like love on you guys and share with you guys and meet you where you are. So just get back to the person who invited you and let us know where you're at, whether that's, hey, you know what, I really could use some superfoods at my door right now. I don't want to go deal with grocery stores and I want to rebalance my body, want to feel better, right? Maybe it's, hey, I for sure want to eat for free. I have a couple girlfriends that I know right away would do this with me. Like, let's go, show me how to do this. And maybe you're like, hey, the nutrition sounds great. I could really use an extra $500 this month. Like that would literally be life-changing for my family and I. Can you show me how to do that? You guys, we have you wherever you are. Let us know and we will walk you through the steps and we'll give you the path to run on.
Love it.
I'm gonna let you guys finish up if you have anything to add.
Thank you guys all for hopping on. It was wonderful to see your beautiful faces. We are also doing like Zoom calls if you have someone who you want us to talk to. This is a great way. We can all jump on a Zoom really easily, or we can do a 3-way call. We are here for you and we appreciate all of you who jumped on. That's all for me. I think we covered it.
Thanks, Jay. No, thank you so much for being on, you guys. We love being a part of this movement. We love sharing Isagenix with, people that are, a part of Isagenix with us. We are really all one team and it is so cool to see us rising up. The company is up 8%. Like, we have so many solutions that can transform lives right now, that can transform financial wellness right now. So like Janele said, if you're interested in learning more, if you have questions after this, that's okay. Like talk to us, reach out. We're setting up virtual meetings all the time. It's what's it's the thing to do. So thanks for being on. Love you all. Sending so much love and light and prayers. Stay strong, and we will see you soon. Thanks for taking the time out with us. Yeah. Bye, babes. Have a great rest of your night.